Hey Sarge, you got your comb? Did you get it?
Yeah, and my wallet, and my ID, and my passport, and my ticket.
This is a story about my dad and my brother and I making a trip of a lifetime. Since I was a kid, I always remember my dad talking about where he grew up, about how unique it was, how it changed him, and how it formed him into the person he became.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Whitehorse. Local time is approximately 4:50 p.m.
Did we make it, Sarge?
We did. Gray Mountain, right over there, right by my house. 32 Tesla Road. There we are, Whitehorse YT, YXY Airport, Whitehorse. Today is June the 20th, 2012.
Dad always talked about taking us boys there one day, to show us the country and to show us in person the places he talked about in his bedtime stories, to take us back to where it all started for him.
Thank you so much, sir.
What do you think of your old Main Street, Sarge?
It's totally changed since I was here. This used to be the Whitehorse Inn, where all the Indians would come and say, "Hey, Joe, I tell you all the time, don't drink that kind." Remember? Betty and I used to
Yeah.
say, this is what happened right here.
This is like the main drag?
It didn't even exist here, this street. This street here used to be a cow path. Now look at it, it's like a major artery.
This is the cremation of Sam McGee when he got cremated.
Oh, is that awesome? What? Okay, well, I used to live down here in a little place called Teslin Road, 32 Teslin Road, and the neighbor across the street from me had a black lab. He never looked after it, but Blackie would always come over to me. So I'd play with Blackie and I'd go for a walk.
He kinda had to be there, is a phrase we use all the time. And this time we actually were. Dad came alive as he retold the stories of him growing up in Whitehorse. We knew it was special for him, for us to be standing there in the same places he knew as a kid.
Walk over that hill over there, down below there's a little lake called Hidden Lake. And me and Blackie would get on this raft that we made out of logs tied together, and we like push ourselves out into the middle of the lake and then dive off into the lake, and Blackie would jump in too, and so we'd have a ride and come back.
Different places sparked different memories for Dad, and we were treated to new adventures and stories we hadn't heard before.
We're going to get on the train to go to Skagway today and spend the day out there around the mountains on the choo-choo train, coming back.
What time is it?
It's just about a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning.
Excited?
Really excited.
Where's Mitch going?
I don't know. I think he's lost interest.
Just going back for a nap?
Yeah. Hey Mitch, you can have a nap later.
Taking the train to Skagway, Alaska was a highlight of our trip. We got to see the White Pass and the journey the people had to take during the Klondike Gold Rush.
Think right now. I'm not thinking. I'm trying not to think, man. I'm just trying to survive.
You must be fun to fly with.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, so here we are, Dawson City. Back in the gold rush, Dawson City was the capital of the Yukon. Hey Marsh, how's the crowd taking it, buddy? Here we are in Burwash, Alberta. We're here in Skagway, Alaska. Took the bus up as far as Fraser, BC, and from Fraser we hopped on the train all the way into Skagway here.
There's someone behind you, Dad.
And I think there's somebody here. Hi! Oh, there's my girlfriend. Actually, we ate in here. It was a pretty sweet deal. She was not our server, but she still wanted to flirt with us a little bit. But we had a great meal here. I would highly recommend coming to this place for all you folks out there looking for a good spot in Skagway. What's up?
Not much. What you doing?
Just hanging. We're gonna head back on the bus now. Go all the way back to Whitehorse and then probably have go for an afternoon nap and then Hot Springs, Bikini Hot Springs tonight. I mean, can you think of a better way to spend the day? Beautiful weather, like 90 degrees.
Growing up, we heard a lot about Harold Lee, our grandpa, how he had started the mission school and church in Whitehorse. He influenced many people for the Lord. This stop was an important one for us, and especially Dad. Even though Harold died when our dad was quite young, Dad was told about his passing, and now here he shared it with us.
In 1952, my dad drove, or I think, no, he flew out to Ottawa and kind of spent some time with some governmental officials. Then on the way back he stopped at Oshawa, which is near kind of Ottawa, and picked up a brand new vehicle for the mission, his mission school work. And on the way back he journeyed back to the prairies to Alberta to pick up some supplies for the mission, like, you know, vegetables and whatever, and he had that all piled in the back of this vehicle that he was driving, brand new one. Came up the Alaska Highway and then got about near Morley River, near mile 777. He slid along the ice, kind of around the corner. It was in March. Slid around the corner and out of control, went right into an army truck and hit it kind of head on. He was dazed. He wasn't rendered unconscious, but he got out of the vehicle. Got out of the vehicle, broken leg, and his chest was crushed inside, lots of internal injuries, broken leg, got out, obviously in shock, and gathered around. I guess the guy from the truck that he hit come out, and there was a kind of a gathering, and there's a lady come along who had been down the way there where Dad had stopped for a coffee just, you know, moments before. And he start, as I'm told, witnessing to her. He was conscious, but he was badly hurt, you know, internal injuries, chest, broken leg. And then they flew him back to the Army hospital, and subsequently died there a couple of days later of his injuries. He succumbed to his injuries in March 1st or 2nd of 1952. So Dad, see you in heaven. That's it, guys.
I'm gonna wrap my arms around my daddy's neck and tell him that I've missed him, and tell him all about the man that I became, and hope that it pleased him. There's so much I wanna say, there's so much I want you to know. When I finally make it home, when I finally make it home, then I'll gaze upon the throne of the King, frozen in my steps, and all the questions that I swore I would ask, words just won't come yet. I'm so amazed at what I've seen, so much more than this old mind can hold. When I finally make it home, when I finally make it home, and the sweetest sound these ears have yet to hear, the voices of the angels. When I finally make it home, when I finally make it home.
The trip to Whitehorse with my dad and my brother is one I'll never forget. But you kinda had to be there. Thanks, Dad.